Hi, my name is Rob and I'm here to give you a quick walkthrough of one of the browser types supplied with the EVA NetModeler evaluation software. This is the spatial browser. It's highlighted as one of the browser types on the top row here, and you'll see that it provides a visual graphical index into the meta modeling and the supported or populated instances supporting that meta model. Because I logged in as administrator, I also get access to the tool set down here, as you can see, which give you various abilities to manipulate these graphical models. Essentially, they're all soft, they can be changed and modified. The ones that you see here are part of the Promise Enterprise Architecture Framework, consisting of business architecture, which is the enterprise environment, the application architecture, information architecture, and the technical architecture. Each one of these can be broken down, as we'll see in a moment. I guess in reality there would be certainly a fifth part of the jigsaw, which is the methods architecture, which will define how the organization creates strategy, delivers systems, and manages projects with things like ITIL and Prince2 in there. If we just take the business architecture and drill down, it gives us the next level of detail, and we see another rich picture below this, which can also have hotspots, and we can see we can progressively drill down, in this case, to the process architecture. We can navigate our way back up to the tree. We can look at, for example, the application architecture, which has a summary of the applications supporting the business. We could have a look at the information architecture. Maybe we're interested in business objects. In this case, instead of having another picture, we have, in this case, a drop-down of all the various objects, business object types that are available to this organization. And I think if you look down these object types, you might begin to see what sort of business this organization is in. It is in fact the airline business. It's based on a real airline, this model, but we've hopefully not made it too simple, but equally well not too complex for us to use for evaluation purposes. If we come back up, we could see that we could drill down, for example, to the technical architecture. We might be interested in the development tools. We might be interested, for example, in what development tools we've used, and we can see the whole list basically available to us. Now we can progressively drill down on the right-hand panes. Let's have a look, for example, at the business architecture and focus, let's say, on organizational aspects. We could then have a look at, let's say, the operational part of the business. And we can also bring up two panes here, where we have the left-hand pane looking at, let's say, aspects of the operation, business processes, data collections, business drivers, architectural scenarios, and so on. It might be that we're interested in a particular application system that is supporting the operational part of the business. If we were there, for example, to click on the equals sign that goes with check-in, we can now have a look down the right-hand pane here, and we'll see all the details associated with the check-in system. So this is a very useful mechanism for holding a graphical representation of the part of the organization we're interested in and progressively drilling down in the right-hand panes. This uses a system called Guide, Graphical Index Display and Edit, and we can use this sort of generic mechanism for displaying things basically to whatever level we want to go down to. We can also provide pictures of various degrees of complexity. Take, for example, this one here, where we've actually provided a development tool architecture right down to very low levels of detail. We put hotspots onto this one. We could also, for example, use this type of spatial browser for supporting methods and tool sets. Let's have a look at, for example, TOGAF, the architecture development method. If we were to, for example, click into business architecture, we'd be able to get the phases of business architecture displayed. If we were interested, for example, in the enterprise continuum, we might be able to get a graphical representation of that to enable us to, again, drill down for further information. So the graphical aspects of looking at the organization can be very useful to us. And as I say, these are the things which, in our particular case, we use in order to give us an overview of, let's say, the business architecture which enable us to progressively look at the details associated with our business. Okay, that section ends the overview of the spatial browser.